Namaste, Jai Bharat. The concept of Vinash Kali Viparit Buddhi is a Sanskrit concept. I thought that's applicable only for Pakistan. They'll invite trouble. They'll invite trouble with all kinds of welcome. Now, presently, this expression becomes very suitable and applicable to Ukraine. Ukraine already is in war with the Russia, and then they made huge, large preparations and went and attacked the exposed bombers of Russia, which was kept about 4,000 kilometers inside Russia, with a lot of ingredients working behind it. They had been planning it for almost 1.5 years, as I understand. And they went and destroyed the bases. Now, they have adopted a strategy of moving trucks with this temporary houses, wooden shed houses, which can be deployed in whichever places it's possible, temporary houses made of wood. And this gets shifted through long trucks. And inside those houses, they filled drones, and they've successfully made it reach their destinations. And the drones took off. They were suicidal drones. Drones took off. It destroyed themselves, and then even the trucks got themselves destroyed, exploded. Suicide trucks, suicide drones, etc. Now, one fundamental question: who provided the strategic location of the exposed bombers of Russia to Ukraine? Who? There is a saying in Bharat that if it is Kichak who is killed, then the killer must be none other than Bhim. If it is Kichak who is killed, then it's none other than Bhim. Similarly, if Ukraine gets this location, strategic information, and satellite pictures, etc., of the precise locations of Soviet bomb park, let's call it as bomb park. They call it as hangar, but then it's also called as a kind of bomb park, because as per the understanding between the US and Russia, they're supposed to keep their bombers exposed, not to hide somewhere underground, etc. So each can watch one another. That's a kind of foolish proposition in any case, but then they had been following it. To what extent successfully is second question, but then they had apparently following it and exposing themselves to others, one another, so that one another should know what is with whom. This is a very kind of paper story. It doesn't really mean anything nonetheless. So who must have given the strategic location? If it is Kichak who is killed, then it was him who killed him. Similarly, if Ukraine gets this information, it must be from whom? Question. I put it to you. You can guess. It's only guesswork. And now Ukraine asked for the punishment. I told you in the Vinash Kali Viparit Buddhi. Now, Russia, we all knew that Russia will retaliate and Russia will react and Russia will not keep quiet. They will act very violently, and they have done. The Russians are not simple kind of people. They're very integrated people with very serious integrity, self-respect, and once you scratch them, they will attack you. That's when you ask for it. Now, I don't think Russia will voluntarily attack others. I don't think they will do it. But then if you disturb them, they will give you back. That's precisely what it is. Now, the European nations have this habit of scratching others and disturbing others. Not much in Asia except China. So, now, Zelensky is lamenting that there is no single city in Ukraine left without Russians bombardment. This is the whole nation turns into debris. We do not know the extent of devastation. We do not know the extent of destruction which Ukraine had to face, but then they asked for it. They asked for it. The problem with Ukraine is that they don't have an efficient leader. A leader who is a comedian, who continues to be a comedian, and upon his shoulders, when someone else, all other NATO kind of people, puts their guns on his shoulder and fires, because this person doesn't realize that he's been taken for a ride. The people of Ukraine should understand that they're being taken for rides by these people, and the people suffer. Like the case in Bangladesh, I spoke the other day. The people suffer. They were making reasonable progress. They're a good nation. They're a strong nation. They were well off. The whole thing is destroyed, and they make U-turn, and now they are at the mercy of the donors. Those who give donations, they are the mercy of them. Now everyone wants to. They made Ukraine a testing ground for their weapons. They did it, and this is what is happening. So if it is Kichak who is killed, it's Bhim who was killed. Kichak. Now, if Russia is attacked, then who is the Bhim who facilitated that attack, making Ukraine simply an instrument? Something to be thought. And you will take the punishment, not the Bhim who killed this Kichak, but the person who is an instrument. Instrument gets banged from both the sides. So, let me tell you with some other thought. This kind of things keep happening in geopolitics, nothing new, nothing special, nothing to be worried about, in the sense that this kind of things shall keep happening. It's not appalling. This is how people do things. This is what nations keep doing, and this is how they treat one another, in spite of the exclaimed proclamation that we are friends, and there's no friend. There's a friend in this kind of geopolitics, except exceptions. That's why exceptions are exceptions. We shall meet again. Till then, Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.